fans. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. Very tired on a Tuesday. Feels like Monday afternoon. Alright, so I went out to Victory Casino Cruise yesterday for the AM sailing. And had a nice chat with where are my hold one moment. Oh, there they are. Alright. Anyway, so I got down to the table and I went ahead and went down at 11, a little after 11. We weren't out to the 3-mile limit yet, 3-mile federal limit, but went downstairs and got bought in for my 500. And so we were chit-chatting or whatever. There was a new box person and there was another new dealer there who I hadn't seen before. And so we got out to the 3-mile limit. They said, all right, we're playing. I took out my match play, put it on the $25 don't, and I put my $25 do out there. My do-we don't for that, which that's the way I've been playing it for a long time now. And the dealer said, oh no, you can't play both sides. And he looked at the box, and the box said, nope, can't play both sides. So I'm like, okay. So I put it out there on the don't. And I wasn't shooting, somebody else was shooting. And they ended up rolling a 2 or a 3. So craps on the come out, paid my $25, and gave me a $25 chip. So I was up 50 bucks right there. So that was good, except that I didn't really want to play that. But anyway, so then I took that down, and then I immediately went out with my $15 on the do-we don't, my normal play. And the dealer was helping somebody else, and he came back around and he goes, are both of those yours? I said, yeah, those are both mine. He goes, no, you can't play both sides. And I'm like, what? I've been playing that way for years now. He looked at the box again. Nope, can't play both sides. So I said, fine, color me up. So basically I colored up after one hand and went and I cashed out at the cashier for my $550. And then I proceeded to go find the floor supervisor, floor manager. And I did find a person that I'd seen during the VIP event. And I asked him whether they had changed any of the casino rules or the craps rules since I was there a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. And he said, what do you mean? And so I explained to him, and he goes, and I was being rude. I was not letting him respond. I was basically, because I was frustrated. I do get frustrated when I feel like the rules are not applied the same all the time. But it was interesting. It was a good conversation. He explained to me that the box sets the rules for the table, but the box should be setting the rules based on the casino rules. But basically the box owns the table. That is his table. He's the one responsible for the rules. So that was good. That was good to learn. I explained to him what I did with my match play, and he said, no, you can't do that with a match play. You cannot do a do-we don't with a match play, which I'd been told that in other places, so that didn't really bother me too much. Honestly, on the match play side, I can kind of understand it. But he said, and I explained to him, and he said, okay, and then you just put out your normal $15 do-we don't. And he said, okay, I don't have a problem with that, and I think it's odd that he called you out on that. But he said, I just want to make sure I'm clear, and then I'm going to go talk to my manager. So he was a floor manager. I don't know if the floor supervisor was above him, so he went to talk to the floor supervisor, which I've seen him many times before. This other person that I was talking to, I hadn't seen him but the one time before, that last cruise a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. Anyway, so he went and talked to the floor person that's his manager or the manager above him. And came back and they agreed that they, because I'm a regular or whatever, you know, they'll let me play that way, which I don't like hearing that. It should either be a rule or it's not a rule, not whether you're a regular or not. Anyway, so they let me play it. So I took my $500, I went and bought back in. And I guess we should be playing some craps here too, right? So let's do the do we don't, and we'll do it Whalen style, big bankroll. All right, so there's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 4,500. All right, so that was 1,000, 2,003, 4,500. So I bought in for 500 again, and I started playing. And there was one woman down at the other end who was setting the dice initially, and then she stopped setting the dice. So I decided to go ahead and bet on her as a Randy, because she was throwing it Randy at that time, random at that time. All right, so there's a 500 less 100. And I got behind, so I think I got knocked off a point or something, I believe. So I went out on the lay 4. All right, and then 20. And I got knocked off the 4. So I went out with a 150 on the 4. I got knocked off of that. So I was down $200 right there. And I'm like, oh boy, you know, and I think it was early enough in the session to where I didn't feel like I really wanted to chase it with my 250, which would have been my next bet. That would have basically been an all-in bet, 250 to follow that up. And I didn't feel like I was at a point where I really wanted to do that, so I didn't. And I just pulled back, and sure enough, a 7 came out before we ever saw another 4. Hey, Arizona Crap Shooter, what are you doing, man? What's going on? You're tearing up the internet, brother. I saw a picture. I didn't watch your video the other day. There was a picture with you. You were like filling your screen, you know, on one of your famous road trips, I guess. But I'm like, oh, there's Lauren, live right on his phone there. But anyway, looks like life's treating you okay. Anyway, so I was down $200. I didn't chase it again, which I would normally do per the strategy. And sure enough, you know, a 7 came up, but that was okay. So I grinded it back. So I just decided to grind it back, and I did. And so I was down 200, and I was at the table for 3 hours-ish. I forgot to actually check my time, which the last couple of times I haven't taken a picture. Normally I take a picture at the beginning, and then I take a picture when I leave, but I didn't this time. So the dealer and the box were both talking to each other, and again, you don't really know what they're saying, but I felt like they were saying, you know, oh yeah, he was wrong. Yeah, you know, you shouldn't do that, blah, 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 for whatever. And I do understand, listening to some of you guys, that, you know, a lot of casinos don't allow a do we don't. Hey, Dr. S. Anthony, who's Anthony? Oh, that's Big AZ. I was thinking Big AZ, sorry. Arizona Crap Shooter. See, you guys got similar names. Big AZ, that's what I was thinking of. All right. Anyway, so I played. I got my 200 back. I was up 134. I think I left the table plus 134 and cashed out, or 137. I think it was 137 I cashed out the second time. I played one more lay 4. I got my quarter, I gave the quarter to the dealers, and then cashed out the rest, 137. So with the 137 plus the 50 I made on my initial match play, I was up 187. So I was pretty happy with that. I didn't like being at the table for 3 hours. It ended up working out. I just hope that they don't, you know, change their policy on the do-we-don't. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize. I apologize. For some reason, I saw Arizona Crapshooters, and I was thinking Big AZ. Okay, so we're going to do the same pass, don't pass that I always have played. And we're going to do it at the $5,000 level. So that's going to be a 150 do we don't. So I understand that. So this morning I was working on different strategies, trying to not do the do we don't. And I do think that I can do a variation of it that will work. All right, here we go, coming out. By just playing the don'ts with my my lay 4 on the come out. All right, so we're on a 10. That would normally be a $20, so we're going to do $200 lay odds. And roll number 3 is an 8. Roll number 2 is an 8. Roll number 3 is an 8. And roll number 4 is a 5. And roll number 5 is a 4. All right, so we're on the 4. We hit a 4 after our 5th roll. All right, so that would be 5 rolls. We're 5 rolls in. $500. $500 pays $250, and $250 is going to be 12 bucks. So we got a $12 vig on that. Here we go. Looking for a 7. And we got a 5 fever. And we got a 7 out, 61. Yeah, I was really tired. At one point, I requested a water from one of the bar girls, and she brought it. But I didn't have a chance to drink it because everybody in the table had left, so I was the only one shooting. Because Leon, who was the other guy that was standing next to me, who's there pretty much every weekend day, he never shoots. So it was just like me and him, and he wasn't betting against me or with me. He was just sitting there, and so I'm just like, just shooting. I just beat by myself. It was crazy. 250. And then finally one of the other guys showed up, and I'm like, will you please play? And he did. He bought in. All right, so there's 100 for our 200. And then we made 250 on this side, less our $12 vig. So I think playing it with the lay 4 on the come out, and then basically doing the same with the lay odds is not a bad way to play. It seems to work out okay. They call that a good day. Yeah, it was a good day. I mean, again, I was plus 134 after being down 200, plus the 50 bucks. So, you know, that was my profit target, right? So that's all I was looking for. All right, and we got a 6. All right, so let's put that over there. On the 6, now we're counting, and I was playing the exact same way, and Leon was asking me where I got my lammers, so I ended up leaving him 10 of them when I left, because he stays at the table right up until the time they close it. I started at 11:30. I walked away soon after it opened because of the whole drama with the not being able to do the do-we don't, and then I came back and bought in again, and I was there till about 2:30. And they stopped right around 3:30, between 3:30 and 3:40, something like that. All right, so there's a 12, roll number 3. And there's a 10, roll number 4. And there's an 8, roll number 5. All right, now we're looking for a 4. Only way we can put some money in play here. And we got a 7. All right, that's okay. So we'll reset our counter. Here we go. 7, come out 7. 7 again. Yeah, so, you know, honestly, from a casino standpoint, doing the do-we don't, to me, you know, I can see how they wouldn't really mind it too much because you figure I'm missing out on all the 7s and 11s, you know. So, you know, I'm still getting whacked on a 12. Yeah, I'm not getting whacked. You know, my exposure is minimal, which is what I'm looking for. All right, so we're on the 5, and that would be 150 or 50. Well, it would be $15. So we're going to do 150 lay odds, and we got a 3. But I understand. I mean, obviously, you know, some of the guys that have commented to my videos saying they can't do a do-we don't in their casino. So I certainly understand that it's a rule in some casinos. The thing that bugs me is when rules aren't consistent or they're not levied consistently. That bothers me, and I do get very agitated about that. It's just like, you know, whatever your rules are, I'll play by your rules. It's your casino, but be consistent, right? That's all I'm asking for. All right, so there's our 100 for our 150. We're coming out. Reset this, and reset that. Come out 7 again. That's why I think the playing this on the don't side with the come out 7, or with the lay 4 on the come out 6 is a decent way to play it, because now you're taking advantage of those come out 7s that way. All right, we got a 6 back to back. Don't play the 6 or 8. 2 craps. That would have been a winner on the don't side. Here we go. 3 craps. Another winner on the don't side. 8. All right, so that's roll number 5. So let's see if we can get a 4. We got a boxcars. And we got an 8-point hit. That's why we don't play the 6 or 8. All right, coming out. And of course it's a come out 7. I don't understand why there are so many come out 7s. Or it just seems that way. But look, there's another one. So many come out 7s. And Leon was funny. He was just like, you know, the dice that go off the table. He goes, where's your lay 4? Get your lay 4 out there. You know, or the dealer would change or something would happen. He'd go, get your lay 4 out there. Another 7 here. Sure enough, I wouldn't do it. And there was a 7. 9, Neener. All right. On the 9. 150 in lay odds on the 9. Here we go. And we got a 5. Oh, let's roll. There we go. And we got an 8. 62. And we got a 3. And we got a 7 out. All right. All right, so that's going to pay us $100. All right, we're probably up a couple $100, $500, right? So let's see how much we're up, and then I'll switch over and try the other way with a $500 bankroll real quick, and then I'll call it a night. Anyway, I just wanted to post. It was a good day, right? It was a winning day. So there's 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. All right, so this is our profit here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, not quite 500 there. All right, so we got 50 there. Yeah, there's our 500. All right, so we made 520. I don't think we put any lay bets out. Yeah, I guess we did put a couple out or something. All right, so that is 20 less 2, so 18. All right, 15 and 3 is 18. All right, so we'll take that back. 15. All right, and then we got 25. All right, so we made $538 in that short amount of time. So it's a great strategy, you know, playing the do we don't, no question about it, and that's certainly my go-to. But I definitely want to be in a position where if I go into a casino and they say, oh no, you can't play the do-we-don't, I got something else in my arsenal that is similar enough that I can still feel like I can play without being at too much of a disadvantage. So I think this way that I'm going to show is similar enough. Now, what I'm not sure about is if they don't allow a do-we-don't, do they allow you to play both sides? You know, and maybe Dr. S, you might know that. Maybe AZ, Arizona Crap Shooters, you might know that. Yeah, and that's pretty typical with this strategy. It works. It works quite consistently that way. You know, you could push it to $1,000. Again, I normally play with a $500 bankroll, and I'm looking for $100. That's all I'm looking for. And so my idea with the what would Waylon do we don't is just taking it up to his $5,000 bankroll level, and theoretically playing it exactly the same way, we should be able to hit $1,000 pretty regularly, or 2,000. Because most of the time, if I play on the table, I'm getting closer to 200 than my 100 that I'm really looking for. So, all right, so we're going to do 500. There's 500 less 100. And there's my 100 less 20, that's 80, and 20 is 500. There we go. All right. All right, same as it ever was. Here we go. All right, so what I'm thinking is, and let me get this here because I'm going to count the same way I have been. All right, 4, 25. So again, I'm looking for $100. Let's see if we can get it. All right, so I'm going to do a $50 no 4. Going to stick with my same $15 do-we-don't. And here we go. Coming out. All right, we got a 9. All right, so we're on the 9. I'm going to pull my lay down. I'm going to go out with my $15 lay odds on the 9. Oh shit, I'm not going to do the pass. There we go. No pass, just don't pass. There we go. No, the dealers, I mean, all the other dealers that are there, couldn't you just play the 151 and 150 so they don't offset exactly? No, I don't know that I don't think I don't think it's the money part of it is what got them. It was just the idea that I was offsetting my bets. I don't know. I don't think it was the exact amount that was bugging them. All right, so there's a 10. All right, so that's roll number 2. All right, let me get this out of my way here. Roll number 2. Here we go. And there's our 7 on roll number 3. All right, so now, to our advantage, reset my counter. We're going to get $10 for our 15, which we would normally get, but now they're going to pay us 15 flat for our DP. So we're making more money quicker when we win. So if we're only looking for $100, it's going to come quicker. That's kind of the plus of doing it this way. All right, so there's our $51 lay 4 on the come out, and we got our $15 DP. 9, Neener. All right, so I'm on the 9, off on my lay. But the question I'm going to have is if when I'm on the 6 and 8, I don't want to play the 6 and 8, right? Just like I don't put any odds down on my do-we-don't. Will they let me put an $18 place bet on that point against my DP? That's my question. No crazy rules at the roulette wheel. No, just crazy bad odds, that's all. All right, so we're on the 9, and we're counting. And we got a 9, 63. All right, so we're going to lose the 15 that time. Going to go back out for another 15. And that, and we're going to, so we were on the 9, off the 9. Here we go, coming out. And we got to come out 7. All right, so we're going to lose our 15. but we're going to get paid 24, 25 for 1 on our DP, or sorry, on our lay 4. All right, so we're going to go back out for our don't pass. Here we go, coming out. So we make $9. We make $9 on that. 8. All right, so there's my 6, 2, 8. So the question is, I'm on the 8, but I don't want to play the 8. So will they let me do an $18 place on the 8? Yeah, right, exactly. You just walk. Hey, Waylon. What's up, brother? All right, so here we go. So now we got a 2 craps. And again, I'm just playing it out. I don't care which one wins. I may lose $3, 5. All right, so that was roll number 3. And there's a 5, roll number 4. And there's a 5, roll number 5. All right, so now we're looking for a 4. If we get a 4, then I can do my lay 4 again. 5, lots of 5s. And we got an 8, so that's a point hit. All right, so we're going to lose this 15, but we're going to get paid 21 for our 18. All right. Back out on our DP. Take down our 8. Put out our lay 4, and we're rolling. Here we go. 7, come out 7. There we go. All right, so we're going to lose this. We're going to get 24, so we're going to make $9. So I'm just going to take the $9. Actually, $8 because I'm going to leave my dollar out there, right? No, it's $9 with the dollar, right? Because it would be 25 less the dollar this way. I'm just going to confuse myself. All right, let me do it longhand. I'm giving up 15. I'm getting 25 for 1. Back out for 1. All right, so really it's a 24. So yeah, it's net $9. All right, back out for our 15. And we're rolling. And we got another come out 7. All right, so is it 9 or is it 8? Right, because I'm gonna lose this, and I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna lose this. So I got 25, 15, so that leaves me 10, less the 1 is 9, but I still got to go back out for another $1. So it's really 8. All right, so we'll leave that there. We'll leave that there. We'll leave that there. And I'll just take $8. I think that's correct. All right. Okay, here we go. Coming out. Making money. That's all that matters. 9, 6, 3, 9. All right, so we're on a 9. Off on our lay. And we're going to do $15 in lay odds. And we're going to go first roll on a 9. Here we go. We're rolling. 5, fever, roll number 2. 5, fever, roll number 3. 9, point hit. All right, so that's going to knock us off the 9, and I'm going to lose all of this. I'm going to lose my odds, and I'm going to lose my DP. All right, so now I'm going to do $50 lay odds, and I'm sorry, lay 4, $15 DP. Here we go. And we got a 9 again. So what did we lose? We lost 15. We lost $30 on that one. Just going to leave my 4 out there. 12. 6. 8. 10. Alright, so I'm 5 rolls in. See if we can get a 4 here. Got a yo. Oh, I need to put my 30 bucks out there again. My 15, I should say. 3. 11. 9. Dang. Twice. So that was 30. So that was 60 I'm down. Alright, I'm going to go out for another. Alright, here we go. Oop, got to put another 15 out there, Scott. I don't know. I'm digging a hole now. 15. Yo, 11. That's going to be a loser. Another 15. Seven. All right, that's going to be a winner, but not going to cover our losses. But there's 50. All right, so that can go back. That can go out. Here we go. 10 down in the end. All right, so we're on the 10. That would normally be $20. $20 in lay odds. There we go. And we got an 8. And we got a 6. And we got a 4. All right. Digging a hole, digging a hole. 100, 200, 250 pays 125. 125. $6. 7 out. All right. All right, so we're going to get 10 bucks for our 20. We're going to get 15 bucks straight. And we're going to get 125 for our 250. And we're going to give them $6, right? So that's, yeah, 125. All right, let's see where we're at. I think we're in the hole still, but let's see. So you definitely got to play the lay 4 more than maybe you would want to, or that you would with a do we don't. You definitely got more exposure, no question about that. All right, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, 75. Oh, we're up a little bit. There's 500. And there's 25, 35, 40, 50 bucks. We're up 50 bucks. That's not bad. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing is when I get knocked off the DP, just letting the lay 4. The lay 4 is so strong that, you know, I don't want to do it all the time because you will get caught on it and you'll get whacked. But it is so strong that I don't mind if I get knocked off my DP, you know, putting it out there and leaving it out there, you know, at the $50 level or even $100 level. I think, you know, you still have a considerable advantage. So I wish I could control the dice so that I didn't see any 4s, but I can't. So I'm just going random. All right. So now we're out $15. Lay 4 for 50, 51. 3 craps. All right, so that's good. That's a winner. So we'll get our 15 bucks there. Coming out. 5 fever. All right. So we're on the 5, off on our lay, and we'll do $15 in lay odds on the 5. And we should be counting here. All right, so we got an 8, got a 3. And we got a 4. All right, there's our 4. I think that's roll number 4. See if we can get one more here. Yeah, we didn't. Son of a gun. All right, but that's okay. It's still a winner. So there's our 7 out. And we're going to get paid 10 for our 15 and 15 flat. All right, so we got 400 there, 425, 475, 500, 25, 50, 75, 80, 95. All right, we're close to our $100 win goal on this one. So again, I think if I had to play one side or the other, then this would be, I think, a good candidate for that. Again, the only thing I'm not sure about is, because I think some casinos won't let you play your place bet against the point. I have heard that. I don't know if I've heard it myself personally or others have said that is the case. All right, so we're on the 9. But on the 6 and 8, I would certainly want to place them so that I'm not actually gambling on them. I am, because I'm going to lose $3 or I'm going to make $3. All right, so we got an 8. I just don't know. I just don't know whether that's a rule or not. 11. Seven out. All right, and that's the nice thing about playing this way is you get the 10 plus I mean, you're making $25, right? You're making $25 each time you win. So again, I can see that you know, a casino, I can't understand why a casino would not want you to play the do we don't. Because again, I mean, I like it just because it's ultra conservative, and I don't have a lot of money at risk, and so I can just do my $10 win at a time and work my way up to my measly, you know, $100 win goal. All right, what's Waylon saying? When you lose the DP, you could just play the 4 out. Yep, I agree with that 100%. I play the lay 4 with my lay the point strategy. It goes pretty good. It avoids come out losers. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing here. So if I was forced to just pick one side, it would be the don't, and then I would just use the lay 4 as my hedge, which I've done in the past pretty successfully. I just like the do we don't better. The do we don't is less volatile, right? There's less variance in it. So I'm not winning a lot, but I'm not losing a lot. You know, this one seems to have more variance in the wins and losses, but ultimately I think it's totally playable. All right, so there's 5. All right, so there's our 500, and we got, what do we got here? Pretty close. That feels like 100 right there. Let's see. It's 105. And what is this? There's 10, 15. All right, so we made $122. And so to me, that's pretty close to what I'm looking for. I might go for one more just to try to get a quarter for the dealers. Typically what I do is when I get to the end of it and I'm ready to color up, I'll take all my lammers out, get ready to color up, and then I'll throw out a lay 4, which in this case we're doing it anyway because it's part of the strategy, but I'll throw a lay 4 out there because I like the lay 4. All right, so there's the 6. So if I was on the 6, I would want to bet $18, place the 6. That's how I would want to play that. I just got to figure out whether I'll be able to play that or not. All right, so there's the 4, so we're going to get knocked off the 4, and that's fine. All right, so then I'm going to go out for 154. That's my standard 150, $3 vig. Here we go. and we got a 7 out. All right. So we're going to lose our 18. We're going to get paid 15 there, and we're going to get paid 75 here for our 150 for $3. So let's see where we're at now. Net, we should be up the 25 I was looking for. Let's see. All right, so there's my 105, and whatever this is, 115, 25 for the dealers, and I'm out the door. Heading for the cage. So I think that if you can't play a do we don't, that is certainly a viable way of playing, assuming that they won't give you heat for placing the point when you're on the don't. That I got to figure out whether that's a thing or not. I'm just not sure. All right, so that's my trip report. Had a great day. It was a great day on the water yesterday. Made some money, had some food. Most of the dealers were cool, and even the other dealer was, he was just following the rules based on his experience. Totally understand that. And the box's experience, so they had similar experience. You can't play a do we don't. And I didn't make a scene at the table. I did not make a big scene at the table. I just said, color me up. I colored up. And then I went and found a supervisor, and I asked them, the question about playing the do we don't. They clarified it, and they said, yeah, no problem, you can play the do we don't. So again, I think the box and that dealer were a little grumbly about it, but again, the rules are the casino's rules, so just got to try to dole them out evenly. That's all I ask. Yeah, no, win's a win, right? I take it. If I can make some lunch money every time I go play crap. So right now I'm 5 for 5 with this strategy. So I've gone up there and used this strategy 5 times, and I've won 5 times. The do we don't I'm talking about. And I think I'm up. I don't know what I was up. I think I was up $650 before, so now I'm up $780, something like that, on my $500 buy-in. Maybe one day I'll get the cojones and take 5,000 when I go to Vegas and try it Whalen's way. Play the exact same strategy, but a $5,000 bankroll. Should be able to make $1,000. I mean, we did it earlier. We made 500 and change. So, it's certainly a solid strategy, and I like it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. That's my update, and we'll see you back here in the future. Don't really have anything new to share, so I don't want to waste your time. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you back at the table.